People think readiness is about timing. It's not. If it were, more people would have what they keep praying for. Readiness isn't about when God moves. It's about whether your life can hold what you're asking for. You've been waiting for a sign, a confirmation, a moment when everything clicks and you finally feel ready. But what if the sign isn't coming because the structure isn't there yet? Here's what most people think ready means. Healed, confident, certain, fearless, comfortable. They think God is waiting for them to feel prepared before He moves, but that's not how readiness works. God doesn't wait for comfort. He waits for obedience. He doesn't wait for you to feel ready. He waits for you to become the kind of person who can steward what you're asking for. Because readiness isn't emotional, it's structural. Readiness is when your habits can support what you're praying for. When your discipline matches your desires, when your private life can carry what your public calling requires. You don't get ready by waiting, you get ready by building. God isn't withholding the answer because the timing isn't right. He's withholding it because you're not structured for it yet. And if He gave it to you now, it wouldn't bless you, it would break you. You've been asking for a relationship, but are you consistent enough to maintain one? You've been asking for a platform, but are you disciplined enough to steward influence? You've been asking for provision, but are you responsible enough to manage it? Readiness isn't a feeling, it's evidence, it's consistency, it's follow-through, it's integrity when no one benefits but you. And most people never reach that place, not because God denied them, but because they spent years waiting instead of preparing. Here's what readiness actually looks like. Following through on the small promises you make to yourself. Discipline that doesn't require motivation. Alignment between what you believe and how you actually live. It's not dramatic. It's not a moment of clarity. It's the quiet accumulation of kept promises, of days where you did what needed to be done, even when you didn't feel like it. Readiness is when the gap between who you say you are and who you actually are finally closes. And that doesn't happen through prayer alone. It happens through obedience, through building structure, through becoming someone who can be trusted with more. But here's the problem. Most people want clarity before commitment. They want God to show them the outcome before they take the first step. And that's not how it works. God often gives clarity after obedience, not before it. He shows you the next step after you've taken the current one. He opens the door after you've proven faithful with what's already in front of you. So when you're sitting there waiting for a sign, you might be missing the fact that He's waiting on you. He's waiting for you to stop asking for more when you haven't been faithful with what you already have. He's waiting for you to build the capacity to carry what you're asking for. And that's why some people never get the sign, not because God forgot about them, but because waiting became avoidance dressed as faith. They called it patience, but it was passivity. They called it trust, but it was fear. They called it surrender, but it was an excuse to not do the hard work of preparation. But here's what nobody talks about. Some people don't lose the opportunity. They lose themselves trying to carry it too early. Relationships collapse. Platforms distort character. Provision exposes immaturity. And then they say God failed them, when the truth is, they weren't built to sustain what they received. Delay is not always denial. Sometimes it's protection, because the structure isn't there yet, because you're not ready yet. And if God gave you what you're asking for right now, it would expose every weak place in your foundation. So He waits, not because He's cruel, but because He's kind, because He loves you too much to give you something you can't sustain. And the question isn't, when will God show me I'm ready? The question is, am I becoming someone who can handle what I'm praying for? Are you building the habits that match what you're asking for? Are you developing the discipline? Are you closing the gap between belief and behavior? Or are you just waiting, hoping that one day you'll feel ready, hoping that God will drop the answer in your lap without requiring anything from you? Because readiness isn't granted, it's earned. Not through perfection, but through consistency. Not through certainty, but through obedience. Not through comfort, but through preparation. If you're waiting for God to show you you're ready, ask yourself this instead. Have you become disciplined enough to handle what you're asking for? Have you built the structure? Have you done the work? Have you proven faithful with what's already in front of you? Because the sign you're waiting for might not come until the preparation is complete. And the preparation doesn't happen while you're waiting. It happens while you're building. God doesn't reveal readiness with a feeling. He reveals it with responsibility. And the moment your life can carry what you're asking for, you won't need a sign. The door will open. Until then, build. Because readiness isn't discovered, it's proven.